challenges facing Aberdeen are front and centre of the country's news agenda. In an economy dominated by oil, the tumble in global oil prices is threatening the city's key industry. But speakers at Estates Gazette's Question Time event in Aberdeen said the slump in oil and its impact on Aberdeen's property sector might actually throw up some investment opportunities.
We've obviously seen the dip in the oil price, but what's clear from the meetings and discussions that we've had with those in the oil sector, the job losses and things that we've seen so far are not a direct result of that. They were a direct result of things that were going on prior to that, because obviously the companies have been looking at their cost bases and trying to get those down.
We're acting for clients who want to match their liabilities, so it's a long-term investment play. We're looking for quality investments wherever they may be, and that's the number one criteria. So on the assumption that those assets are here in this city, then yes, we will continue to do so. And actually, with some of the the slightly stalling, perhaps, if that's the right word, of some of the key metrics, actually we might see that as an opportunity to do more rather than less in the short term.
While there has been a slowdown, the impact of the fall in oil prices could open new windows, with reduced housing costs in the city. And speakers added that they thought any likely effect of a slump in oil would be short-term.
I think 1986 was the worst, John. We've been through, as you say, another 3 since then. I do agree with you that there's an opportunity here for that sector to, shall we say, cut out some of its largesse in terms not just day rates or wages, but some of the other waste that goes on.
In terms of the oil and gas, I guess the biggest impact potentially on the from a student accommodation perspective is with regards to demand for rented accommodation in Aberdeen, and everyone here knows the huge levels of demand for rented accommodation, which has been pushing up rental prices, double-digit growth for the past 3 years. I certainly don't see that happening over the course of the next couple of years. I do think that the oil price growth oil prices will rebound to more sustainable levels, I suspect, in the course of the next couple of years.
The impact of a blip in oil was also compared with the effect of the Scottish referendum last year, and whether or not that issue still had a drag on sentiment.
If you look at deals transacted over £10 million, we were actually 50% up last year, despite the referendum. And a lot of that was post-referendum. There was an absolute rush to place money at the tail end of the year. But I think we've moved on from it.
This is Nathan Cross for Estates Gazette.